Hello, people. We are back again. It's your boy Kuya P, and of course, I have the one, the only Heather Hertz. As y'all know, we've been breaking down amazing Disney Plus shows as they've come out. We did The Mandalorian. We did Obi-Wan. We did all the Marvel stuff because we're Marvel heads. Although Heather claims to be more of a DC person, I've done a lot of Marvel stuff with her, so I think I'm bringing her into the Marvel marching society, if you will, if this is what I think they used to be called, right, Heather? But
Yeah.
you're still a DC. I guess you're still a DC head. And I think now with James Gunn taking over, I think I might become more of a DC guy too. But
So
as far as films are concerned and TV, you got to admit Marvel's killing it compared to them.
you can be both. Why not be both?
Yes, why not be both? But anyway, Heather and I enjoy these conversations. I think you saw our love fest over She-Hulk, and Disney Plus continues to deliver. And now we have National Treasure: Edge of History. It's a series follow-up after the initial National Treasure and Book of Secrets, and now we've got this. I think it's like an 8 or 10 episode series, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it's 8 episodes. I think it's eight. I think it's eight.
Okay. So yeah, new series. Heather and I have been checking out. We've been blessed to actually check out the first 4 episodes, but we're only going to talk about the first 2 right now because they're delivering the first 2 as of this recording for this week for the opening premiere. They're giving the first 2 episodes. So we'll talk about that. And then as we go along, we'll obviously come in and break down episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Until we're done because we enjoy these conversations. At least I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm luring Heather over into to just do the nerd stuff with me, but I have fun, right? We have fun.
They're fun. They're always fun, and it's fun to it's fun to talk about TV. It's fun to talk about movies. So
get our minds off of the real world because the real world can be terrible.
Yes, it can.
So, as we do, Heather gives you a breakdown of the episodes. I break down the actors and the characters they play, and then we give you a little bit of our thoughts, our feelings, as it goes along, and then we'll take you into the next episode. Same deal, and then we want to interact with you all as well. So hit us up in the comments. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna throw it over to Heather, who will break down episodes 1 and 2 of National Treasure: Edge of History. Here we go.
So we are in a world very similar to, well, it's technically in a landscape of National Treasure where we have the Masons, the Freemasons, whom we know. I'm going to just point out, I always do this wrong. It's Hendrix. There's Hendrix. We are back in the world of National Treasure. We have a lot of great references, but we are going a little bit more towards the Freemasons, which of course was in the first film, and we have Sadusky back, at least for a little bit, to really bring us back into that world. But we have another avenue, another location. As we know, the Freemasons, much like the Illuminati, a lot of those, they kind of have their hands in everything. So what we find is that there is this incredible treasure in the Central Americas, part of the northern South Americas, that kind of have this incredible story. And there are pieces to its National Treasure, so it's a treasure map, and we need Jess, this one, my hand, green screen, there we go. Jess is literally thrust into this world. We find in the first episode called I Am a Ghost, she has to go find and solve puzzles. It's her dream to be a, what do they call it? They're called is it the cartographers? I always forget what they're called.
Oh yeah, I can't recall. They did have a special name that I apologize, y'all.
And she
we'll remember it on a future recap.
Yeah, she says it like 15 times in the show, but she loves puzzles. She loves to decode. It's a really great scene at the beginning. And she kind of accidentally steps into a role that her father had with Sadusky, that he kind of brings him in. And the first episode's kind of all about finding him, and the second episode's kind of all about finding the map. I don't want to get into too much detail because it's literally just the first day it's out, but that's how it is. And Jess and her friends are going to be in for a fun, wild ride because it's National Treasure.
All right, we're only giving you tidbits right now. we'll probably give you a little bit more in the review, but we're also trying to be careful for those because we don't want to create spoilers because again we're doing this as the episode 1 and 2 drops. We'll dive in more when we get to episode 3 and 4 a little bit.
Episode 4. It's episode 4. That's when we're gonna dive.
We're gonna really dive. That's when Heather's gonna really dive. We'll talk 3. We'll talk 3. But we'll dive even more. And we'll also have that answer of what group it is, unless Heather looks it up while I'm doing my characters right now.
Oh, I mean, I can. Sure, I can do that.
So let me break down the actors in this, our characters. We have, first off, as you saw from Heather's backdrop, the amazing Harvey Keitel, long-standing, amazing actor, legend. Harvey Keitel is our Peter Sadusky. And as you've probably seen on all of the trailer and announcement material, I think she was also on the posters, the one and only Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's our villain, if you will. We'll dive into more of that. Or is she a villain? I don't know, but I'm not trying to give things away. Catherine Zeta-Jones, she is in here playing the character of Billy. We also have, you know what? I'm looking right now on IMDb, y'all, to like kind of break down the episodes. But one of the weird things that they did is some of the actors are not completely done. I think IMDb and whoever like listed everybody isn't in each specific episode. So I'm just going to give you an overall for episodes 1 and 2 of the most important characters, the title characters. But this is in no disrespect to any of the other sidebar actors that performed on this. This was a well-cast show. So our lead is Jess, who plays Jess Valenzuela, is Lisette Olivera. She is amazing. I think she's the quote unquote Nicolas Cage character of the group, if you will. She's our one who's going to be solving a lot of these riddles, but I think she also has a great team because this is and as you've seen from the trailers, this is kind of like a treasure hunting team, if you will. She has a cast of friends that are so amazing. I actually also had the fortunate opportunity to speak with 4 members of her hunting team, Zuri Reed, Jake Austin Walker, Antonio Cipriano, and Justin Jordan. Great cast. And I also talked with one of the agents on the project, Lyndon Smith, who is amazing. So check out the interview with Lyndon and Zuri Reed. I was able to speak with them together, and Jake Austin Walker, Justin Jordan, and Antonio Cipriano. That interview as well with the 3 of them was lovely. So check it out. Some great content we got. Shout out again to Disney Plus and National Treasure for having them come speak to us to talk about this series. So with that being said, Lisette Olivera, she's our lead as Jess Valenzuela. We have Lyndon Smith, who plays Agent Ross. You'll see a lot of her coming up soon in the series. Also main cast, again, episodes 1 and 2. Zuri Reed plays Lisette's best friend as Tasha. Amazing character there. Antonio Cipriano, kind of the young techie guy, well, kind of the wild guy, plays Oren. Great dude, met him. I said Justin Jordan, I meant Jordan Rodriguez, plays Ethan. A little bit of a mysterious guy there, kind of the ex-boyfriend, if you will, or just the guy that was like the fatherly member of the team. And you'll see later on, some stuff is going to happen there with Oren. With Ethan. Jake Austin Walker, another guy that may be another love interest or new love interest, if you will. Plays the part of Liam, amazing cat there too. Can't wait to talk more about him when we get more into the series. Who else? I'm trying to find all the main leads in here. I think I covered them all. Did I get them all, Heather?
You did, but I'm just going to tag. My mic was off. I always do that. I always turn off my mic. Ethan is, remember, there was a very clear line made at that like first 5 minutes. Ethan is just a friend. He was friend zoned.
Totally friend zoned.
Hard. And that first 3
so they were never a couple?
They were never a couple. There's a couple.
But there's always something there, at least maybe on his side, right?
Yeah, there's this clear opinion that he would like to be more. Of course, we see it. I think it's episode 1 where we see that she might also want something. She's just in denial of it. But
because there's going to be a triangle. There's going to be every good series needs a good love triangle.
Maybe like an octagon. Maybe we can't really say. That's why we're saying it's there's going to be some more to it. So
right. I love it, and I can't wait to dive in more, y'all. Like, there's so much to talk about. So those are your casts. Those are the characters. That's the brief, a little bit on the story. Heather, before we get with more of our thoughts in our review, what did you think about them returning to this property. We got National Treasure 1, to me was the best of them all. Then you had Book of Secrets, which I actually worked on, but to me, it was I didn't really like it. I didn't like Book of Secrets. How about you?
Emotional things to it.
Yes, I also have emotion. Yeah, which Heather is aware. I have some weird set things that happen that just kind of throws me off. But what did you think of the National Treasure series thus far? And now that we have this edge of history to accompany the originals.
So I wish I could say more positive things about it. The cast was great. So it's a very well cast show. But it's
before this, what do you think of the first two? Yeah, I'm trying to put us into the zone before this new series. No worries.
Gotcha. So I am a huge National Treasure fan. I really, in all honesty, I don't want to talk too much about it because just keep watching the show. That's all I'm going to say. Because I did at one point, I'm not going to say when, I'm not going to say where, I'm not going to say why. I sent Patrick a text message that was just a whole bunch of expletives about something that happened. So we'll talk about my opinion of the film, I think, of the films when that time comes, if that's okay.
Oh, so your opinions of 1 and 2 before this new series?
Yeah, we'll talk about.
Okay.
So I love. All I will say right now is I love National Treasure. It's one of my favorite series. It's a regular rewatch. But my true feelings and opinion, I think we will talk about later on.
Okay.
When we talk about that thing where I was literally just in text messages.
I'm looking forward to that because I'm somewhat understanding what she was sending me, but she'll clear it up for us and we'll learn together, y'all. So I guess I'll add then since we're gonna wait. So that's a good build up though. I like how you're doing.
Just keep watching because there will be something that you need to watch and you will be screaming.
So the first National Treasure, I absolutely loved it. It was a send up to like what I love about like Indiana Jones. I love history, y'all. And I love treasure hunting, if you will. I love adventure series, and it just gave me those Indiana Jones vibes. And Nicolas Cage, he's had some good films, and he also had some terrible ones and some weird ones. But that's what we love about Nicolas Cage. And National Treasure was a classic Cage, amazing film, fun adventure show film. Yes, and so yeah, I love the first National Treasure. Book of Secrets, again, I have some weird things because I worked on it. But just the story, the tone it didn't fit for me like the first one did. It went kind of sideways for me.
It wasn't Nick that did. I can't remember. You said it wasn't Nick, right?
It was. Oh, that I had a set issue with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Nick at all. It was some dude that the super conservative Republican dude. Might be the father of Angelina
I wanted to make sure it's the one that we really don't care about anymore anyway, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Okay.
Yeah. He should be canceled.
He is canceled. Sorry, Angelina. Sorry, honey. Your dad is a piece of shit. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Anyway.
So, but with that being said, I try to and maybe I need to watch it again. And actually, I might do that on this Christmas break that we're recording this right now. But yeah, it didn't get me. And I like Ed Harris, like Nicolas Cage, and just they had some Justin Bartha, I think, was back as well for Book of Secrets, or did he come in Book of Secrets? That I'm not sure.
I think he was just in Book of Secrets, wasn't he? He was just in.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he was in the first one.
No, that was Sean Bean. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Who always dies in every film, right? Doesn't Sean Bean die in like everything? That's what we're talking about here. Right?
I think the only thing he doesn't die in is National Treasure. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he gets it out.
We're totally sidetracking on y'all right now. They may not tune into the next episode, but we love it. This is what we do, y'all. We're having fun. So, second one was not there for me. When they announced Book of Secrets, I was just like, please just return to the fold of what we love, of the way just the story flow. Because I think Book of Secrets try to do a lot of different things, which is what took me out of frame, like the original was, how the original one was presented. So to me, when I finally caught this Book of Secrets, to me, they had that flow of the first. So I was happy to see that. And then this cast, Heather kind of said her thoughts a little bit, which we'll get into in a second, but I thought it was a great cast and representation all the way around as well. I was digging what I was seeing and just the camaraderie. They felt very real, and I was in for the ride. And I've enjoyed this first 2 episodes, and we'll talk more as we get into 3 and 4. But yeah, I was all about what I received, and I had a good time with this. But let me toss it back over to Heather now to really kind of lay down her 1 and 2.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I apologize.
It's all good, homie.
So it's one of those where as I said, I wasn't super impressed by the show. And honestly, I think that's looking at other reviews, it seems to be a pretty common statement. It's not that the show is bad. It's just that it's kind of messy. There's a lot to it. There were certain times where me and my husband, we would be like pointing out certain aspects of certain shows. Like there were numbers moments. There were like psych moments.
But is that bad though? Like, so I spoke with John with you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
we talked about it, and I was like, you know what? I feel you that, and I agree. I agree with you both wholeheartedly. But what's wrong with that though? They're taking like good shit and putting it into this.
It felt very hodgepodgey, and I feel like they could have gone one direction and it would have been much stronger. But the cast is great, and honestly, I'm seeing a lot of Catherine Zeta-Jones hate for some reason, but I'm really excited to see her like really bringing in her. She gets to be a Welsh woman for like the first time ever, and she gets to go to her roots, and seeing like her as an evil Welsh like villain is just really, really fun. There are really great aspects. I think my biggest issue is the flow. The flow is very, I can't tell if they want to add more or if they just put too much in. It kind of got boring at times. And, but the thing is it didn't stop me from watching more. As you know, I will stop watching something, even if you ask me to watch it. So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch all 4 episodes that they gave us because I had to. I watched them because I at least enjoyed the show enough to keep going.
Okay. So I think, and I think that, you know, that's cool. And I'm happy you gave it some more time. And I think we also discussed, because there's like certain shows where, you know, we give it maybe at least a 1, 2, 3 count. And then if we're pinned after that, we're done, all good. But at least we gave it, you know, a couple more tries to see if they get the flow together. Especially, I would say that's kind of like with any like first season show too. They got to get their feet wet. They got to get their, you know, their tempo right. And with an episode 1, 2, from a writer's perspective as well, and as a fan's perspective, you know, they got to set everything up before they go on this journey. And this is an adventure series. So we got to establish the characters at the front end so you can understand the different nuances, everybody. Then we get them going to the next phase of the story. So it's moving the puzzle pieces all together, if you will. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit rough. Maybe some people can better execute it. The writing, I think I'm cool enough with it that I'm along for the ride. And so, yeah. Heather stayed on for the ride. We'll see if she stays on longer.
I will stay on for the ride. I liked it enough. I'm just saying that the pacing was clearly off.
Yeah.
There a lot of people are using the concepts of like it's very melodrama teenish. I disagree with that. It is lots of melodrama, but it's also like college age, like just post college age kids. So you know, there's going to be melodrama. That's just what it is. But it's fun. It's goofy. It has a lot of the same theme, like silliness that the original films do. And people, this isn't Nick Cage. It's not going to be Nick Cage. It was never going to be Nick Cage. Please stop going. Is it strong enough for a female, a POC female lead? It doesn't have to be. This is a different series altogether. It doesn't have to be a Nick Cage film. It doesn't have to be a Nick Cage series. Like, I know that I'm not happy that I'm not getting Nick Cage, but I'm not relating this to her. I'm not relating Jess to him because it's 2 different characters entirely.
Yeah, so, and I think there's enough clues that we could, there's enough possibility that we could get him down the line or on a feature. This is a series. You know what I'm saying? They brought back Bartha. They do refer to him here and there. There's a distinct chance he could either pop into the series and we could get a film. But I'm happy you brought that up, because one of the things that I don't like, that I have seen, again, I've enjoyed the series. I think the world is now, as of this recording, is now going to see it. They'll see that there's a lot of that same things that we love here. Mm-hmm. They'll hopefully get on for the ride, and then they'll finish it up. I'm a fan of it, but you know, it doesn't take anything away. But what pisses me off is, here's this woke series. The people that are super pissed that Cage is in it. Dude, he's in it, but not in it right now. There's a chance he can appear, and it's not like he's totally discounted. So I just hate these super I don't know. To me, because they call it woke, to me, they're racist then. If they're calling this show woke, you're a fucking racist. This is real America, people. That's what you're seeing on the screen, but you don't choose to accept it because you have a racist ideology of what you want your America to be. What we're seeing on screen is fucking America.
So sorry that your cis white man is not leading. Apologies.
Hello.
But no, I'm just tired of, and I'm actually saying that this is a problem across critiques everywhere.
Yeah. Stop
relating Jess to Ben. They have same qualities, they have same tendencies, but she's not trying to replace him. We are not. This show is not replacing the movies. Stop comparing them. Period. This reminds me a lot of Who's the Best Batman. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter who your favorite Spider-Man is. It doesn't matter who your favorite Batman is. Let people enjoy it. They're completely different characters. It's okay. And this is actually to most of the critics out there, because most of the critics are the ones that are doing this right now. So
yeah, just so it makes me so annoyed and pissed off. And like, and a lot of people that are chiming in and jumping on haven't even seen it yet. You know, to know that the character is still there. He could be around. He could come in, possibly appear in this, and just like
the same world.
Yeah.
You never know.
Same world. So anyway, I enjoyed it. Heather is so, but she's still on for the ride. So we'll hopefully drop an episode 3 recap, of 4 recap, and then finishing out with 5 through 8. But I'm all for it. I had fun with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had fun.
All right. So more to come. National Treasure, Edge of History. Again, thumbs up from the both of us.
I'll give it like a 3/4. I'm giving it
three quarters. Thumbs up from me. And and check out our interviews with Zuri Reed, Lyndon Smith. Let me not brutalize the names again. Justin, Jordan Rodriguez. There we go. I already messed up already. Antonio Cipriano, Jake Austin Walker. The cast were amazing. They were super friendly to talk to. And I hope to have them back as we get through the series. I spoke to them about possibly coming back to talk as their characters develop. But I think that they're a great group of stars that I haven't seen. This is my first time seeing all of these actors before. Can we actually, before we go, can we talk on that? What did you think of some of her cast of treasure hunters? Is this your first time seeing some of them? Did they
most of these
fit the bill to a degree? You like the cast?
Yeah, there's actually been a lot of really good first timers or younger, newer castings with Hulu and Disney lately. You mentioned, I'm just going to throw it out there. Darby is incredible. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all need to go watch Darby. But these kids, I mean, they're not kids. Most of them are in their mid-20s, but they are the casting, if anything, the casting of the characters and the characters themselves are really fun. They're really great, and they are cast very well.
Definitely agree. And again, check out our interviews with them on the channel, and we'll be delivering you more Edge of History reviews. Heather, if they want to talk all things Edge of History, if they want to talk about this Nick Cage stuff or whatever, we love Nick Cage here, people, but we also know that there's a time and place. Right now, this series isn't for Nick at the moment, but who knows if he's not going to make an appearance. Again, no one knows. People are just speculating. His character is still there. Heather, how can they talk to you if they want to go into all of that?
You can talk to me about how great The Punisher was. I'm sorry, how great Ghost Rider was. Wow, I'm totally off. How great Ghost Rider was at Nerd is a Heather on Twitter and at Heather is a Nerd on TikTok and Instagram.
There we go. The lovely, the amazing Heather Hertz, the Punisher of the NRW.
Yeah, the screwer-upper of the NRW.
It's your boy Kuya P. You can follow me at the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive, and of course here with Heather and the whole squad at the NRW and at Nerd Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. And also, I will add this, our YouTube.com, because apparently they've added some new names that we can add to our names when you type it in. So you can go to youtube.com/New Release Wednesday, or you can go to youtube.com/@ Nerds Rule the World. We have 2 different handles now. Either way, you can find us because nerds rule the world, y'all.